Hyongchu Senchu Rinpoche Mahi Pana Hiba Nyamba Miba Don Koni Konda Perwa Hyongchu Senchu Rinpoche Mahi Pana Konda Perwa Niji Chimbo Tsoden Himahin Zoni Malam Chimbo Ngajata Ekarta Kan Sentu Shormodo Tumba Tuje Chenla Shangsalo Susundu Ngachendra Chejin Chen Nyasun Me Ponshiva Jalas Semchen Tanda Nyurda Donchena Tamba Namjani Tsarda Soro Ayun Hyongchen Chodu Tuki Sembahia Konghi Sembahia Kyurimbana Hondu Tree Gonzolam Halonde De Jirido Tomo Shell Jik Tomo Nongo Hondu Nyame Uyi Chala Yelan Po to the number Sanyo Panoni Tomo Nongo Hondu Kabisata Tomo Nongo Hondu Kablayon Chukon number 2 Yokanoni Tani Chokon Ava, the teacher to Jopa hit Menga Kusili Chosos in the Inside. Tani Namja no Yanzoy Tani the Chu Nyan du Dudu Yankan Nanda, Yankan Nanda. Chu la samlo tongkhen yin nanda, gam jenken yin nanda, chu ke xiaba xiopa kondo, kong xie na, chu seji te la nyi yo li re. Jire dido, chu seji te la nyi. Di kapsu chu seji te tambu chu se, yanchi manchi tambja te yao gogundu. Tambu chu re mato, xioton chu seji te la, Kejer layon chuluk se chuluk so se jite chuluk so la zambalang ka thol ndra yole choma tambu chu no yan do ma hakole mare ngari chere se change ne zemo ze jole de ji thank you tandra no hyaro so to thank you se jinde Puru soyo leje mare seni zopa jeni ngari puru soyo le ngari soyo le mare seni tenizo yege traga dran ngosen che tachu yinsa trojo te tozonda logyon zu dena go demem himbo mem tenda bo re on le da tozo do tendanda ka chuluji yona Chu luso seji te yana tambu chu ayaman hakon. Mochagi tambu chu senduzi tambu chu reani, tambu chu nyana. Tambu chu segazi tamdate, mochagi nanyana. Tam seji te gal chimbo, zal chimbo, chut jirwa jambu chani, tam chu se. Techire seji samba zombo hyongchok sen. Yung samba zombo chulu sado sayena ji samba zombo mena chulu kandeyena tombanda irede yeji mendu mandanda himbo mena chagi ji chulu kandeyena hije kol yesul yana sonji hyocha tebi sonzu ke hije tenda wo yo mare jeri du sonji hyocha tebi hije sejite senchen la yewa mepa pomodo modon senchen tundrun tumen zonge Sonji senchen se yo mare. Sonji re ahya senchen kong la yon hiji mag se yo mare. Hiji gasi yor yodo me sil gado sil mag kashi. Nge chola hiji he onsi yo a chol penji tojina. Pen togu yodo me hako mare. Yan na yon chiri judo rong hiji te yen senchen la tepo kaps la chepa me pachi. Senchen sonji la chepa me pa. Jado modon senchen la che, podon pomo, nyandon drag, yewa meta, 메파 또 저래도 자른 붙인 송도 지대 생체 좀 찌지르 세체 나도 나노 연연 요츠 좀보 공이 공성 공주 공아 공지 공바 자상바 통로스나 그 송마선 좀 샘견 세스도 어째 부치 복게 샘견 세거든 젠세데 생 유파지 단 유파 덴바질라 tozodu senton dembachila sego marzo sadon dola senhezu dezikutela yon je pantogyo do mashite kontar yanchon jere sechin ta senton dembachina tela hiji gondu mato ndongo nyere hiji gondo dare tazna tenda wo tsabanyin di hal telerin tela hiji gondu de hal tegumare de hiji mo hiji se rong hiji te 생긴 총마라 용도 더니 담부추 세 다터게지도 추데 니요지는 담부추도 추세 딜루스 남전 예반다 해고 추류 세찬소 때 어차게 남주 추류야 추hul루소세 번다지는 참상라 추류 세데 논바지 담부추 송지 그 쇼차터 냥란 존켄지 연지레다 szám도 소리마토 자체산 송거나 추류 세지데 ndramndawle 제주도 출리세지테 송지 좀 된데 송 좀바지 말해 옛날에 담부추 세찬 송테 떠나라 송지 혀자도 송테 연치미지 고고 더니 농바 송지바 세차도 콜레르마토 데 출루 자당 나추 사잘 출루 요르잖아 출루 제레세 찬잖아 제모제 글레 출루라 nda 만다 요레 참선 출루 제 예슈요 카시요 tani 제레도 nombayo 힌두인들 때 소마요 추울로 소리데 연나 때 간소마 냥란즈데나 송지 점된데 송테 말일래요 또 저도 제레도 추도 담부 추니가 때 카가니 예바 해고 더니 담부 추냐라 해서스 tani 담부 추냐라 해 담부 추세지 찔라 추 담다지 야르게 연즈나 오 때제레도 송지 그 송텔라 믹서 그 니지 줄이 Mixer ke niji chomba rejana teyon mares. Musi jinsen cherejana shirap chular. Niji to shirap nyagate mixer wach, chepar wach. Yoleres. Cherejudo niji cheoleres dana. Niji sanjin choma la migundua. Cho nyerin chodon sejol chagan ngachag namjan sonji chodon chodon sanjin tamchi deva to devi jodon dembar chichi se tamchi se yar. dungal jodon trava deva to devi jodon dembar ho se on sanchen tikyo me patela to me to yeme pato ni jetan dare dores ti onki tambuchu se yagres tana hira che chepar misa jo hira choma yole choma khipare hakosur jin mare te yin le mares sonji chomden de hirapte chu tamchik nilu te hakor chu tamchik nilu jerejina nilu la yo ndamada ni yole jerejina don tamba ka nilu kor chu tamchik nilu chido namjang ka nilu chole pena nika ka thoni sonji la norwa yo mares kare resena nikap song la he yong ka chigodo lindi lawa me pa chi songre te nikap chu tamchik nilu res kare resena me ina me ka chahi se pa ji rendo me kor ka chunya kunzu kapsula chunya me chunya jina kunzu ka kapsula ko chahi se pa re zaza zogr zam choma sai do chu hier hi lamba sai sa hin tupa kande yana deva dungal ina dungal jo deva tinji bachere jo ti jo kande yana chi geva yana diva deva yonj jo mageva yana deva dungal yonj te norwa mepa hlwa mepa choma la to me do ya choma la songule lindi sejte mayanchi ku chola te yonz mare zugas mare chorun ronki le kante hena li ndodon dozuna ndibn dodon da mangre sonda lamek sonda nikap chu tampe ku chunyek teyon sonji jamden de hirap todres 다 추 탐치 그 추니 세지때 손지 점된데 마도 손용kan 직종 요구 말이야. 추 탐치 그 추니 롱형 그 예시 세절. 때 손지 마도 스틱 지땐디 토라. 제리도 추 글룩소 초마 나지나 디콜라 짜바니 요말 지 혈로지라 예바 보지. 사종게 남종게 무종게 여러바 리용지 던라지 그 예보지 직된 컴다 요지를 섬띠도 나초지레서도 농바 손지 바지 연나고 참상라 던리세도 하모고 추라 로용면도서 지 손지 그 희용지 인지레고 다지가기 손지도 형지 선반당 산천도 수준으로 리 진진의 던라이나 한다지 먹으나 다 손지도 형지 선반당 체파지 용나 진대 글레고 간디조 그러고 코소 가소나다 나초 갈리 힘컨로죠 다 코소 마가나 용 나초 냐르바 팽거즈라서 던단다지라 섬로 동네 던디지데 던다 마염 제리주도 롱형그 예히세 롱라 요지테 손지 점된데 마도 송용캔 지때 감드나 요 다그 말이 도저도 농바 손지 파센드지 농생 추니 고콜라 섬로 동캔 농바 마도 제리도 손지 점된데 나그 슈로그 란단다지라 공라 예치메 송자 예치요 슈로그 라지라 슈로라 요지그 지 라이난다 간제 요나 더그 생견라 팬 토고 요나 텔라티 뉴토 데요나 타타 팬 토소 연치 문치 타타 팬 토로 치소 팬 토고 문두 아소 네제리도 나 예치 요사테 롱고 센레소 롱고 센 페나 콩르고 롬마 짜치슈 wosun 세조레 wosun 디포테 콩르고 롬마 초트죠 손지 그 가수 가도 돈본젠카 콩르레 콩 넘바니 시리자 콩 돈보 힌두레 힌두인도 니마치라 손지트니 페온타나라 손지라 고타마초 라미 마바레스 초라라 테파니미 이치메므레와스 테 콩르송 당가 이치메 마레 아데 너니 깨자시에서 콩르 wosun 디포테 추보 춤부 지금 담라 데도 테니 wosun 디포타 라시테 간디월 추nga 쇼도스 라요레 라라 소바 땀나 초신감 로그레스 야 테니 페나 nganti chuparu ndana drogana deni ngandana dutni ngai hlala soba tam nganti chini paru tam phangaro chi lamna hlagam phangores wosom teram phang mares chorong ko yomna chokol no drog yomna chorong ta drog te chegore ba tenji mazuna dan drog mares tena hlaseji te chini rong mbesur chi mazuna hlatak chi mozokas 디 농연지 페나 데 자가라 트랜지트 리듬 톰보 라그리죠. 근데 니마지 콘데 저 페온도 똥보 던다지 신다른 콜로무나 사오 롱네. 디 야마츠 테마트 자선도네 콘르 그 죽데 체 야로파저도 콘르 캬시 체크로 냥고 말다스. 제리진 초라그 동지 트랜지트 동지 고추 도르와 못테 빠디안 로나 드도 던다고 그래서. 드네 제레세 첸지나 티치리스 단데 라세지다 데도 콩르 그저르지나 지 트랜지세지 티치 토 그지기 전산 라그리 시야스 라그리스 라세지 가나 요레스 라세지 방한 콩라 요레지 달라요는 디 트롬본다 로치 디 트롬본다 로마즈나 나하라 예치메스 단이 콩르 주데 치야 디 콜로랜드 샬라 마즈 탄다가 로진두 안 통임 바르 디 논조조도 휴로걸 할라다세 킬란레 말이 마차기 남전다치나니 대바쟁 그 신kam로 말람 간딘데도 군두아잖아 연나 손지 워포메 콩르크 투히 말람 니 신kam지 트럭이스 나제르저도 손진로연스 또 마차기 베스투조 군두아 대바쟁 말람던 투테니 산히조 효코도 용 데면서 몸보 말람 마잖아 다제르저도 나라 예치요 아테바요 드마치 만던 데데나 샤르시유난 로그 말이 롤레 말이 연나 롱금 베초주 틀라테니 돈보제르주도 뿌글라카히 시게 용반노 연라주조야 야치 트용데 테니스티 소용테 지체 센토크 드파티스 파치 삽소나 테니 손로치동그라 파간디jengo 선 테니 노생콜라 센나 우니시나 ngachu제르주도 nomba sonji pu hinkam도 son다지나 kunzu sosu hiu ha mugon kan nang ka hin dani nyama na ji shoro na phuna song do zhongmen ji ten mo bu paro na jongze tin na phak pa yosa na se na ta da yan karma chame song da cho tanal njok je patron bo cheng song je ji na shu deva chen ba se this thorin bo ji ni yosin mangte ji rong ji ta ji sonam ko gomon da son nru na chole de se te ta ten rozi te go ji kamo jo sang song zemo je ju le 근데 지 요상가 가힌 직된더니 바로 송거나 요상성 때 보고 노연도 송송다지 레더마도 돈 담바 데바짱 현컴테 롱 상가 노라요 센라 때니 샤르고 베나 데바짱 노롱 상가 니루 돈 담바 데바짱테 원데 저소나 로고고 말이 인다 현컴 레티도 돈나 또 샤리용 거려 근데 저도 제저도 남견다지나 송지 좀 된데 그 담부 추는데 체추 니 요래래 니지 체추도 히랍 그 체추 니테 연지 뭔지 하고고들도 તને આઈ તાંગી તાંબ છુશ ન્યાલા હેગયો તાંબ છુ ન્યાલા હેસિયો સેદમ ની છુ ન્યાલા હેસિયો જિન છુજી છુરે 예쇼 છુરે 같이 છુરે 말말 તને છુરે તાંબ છુરે 아 તાંબ છુ 야로나 람송 손직 성턴도 때 તાંબ છુતે 냠나 헨나 토마게와 파르드게만 타마게와 송고 요르라 토마게와 연지제레 저도 니제도 히랍크사 파르드게와 연지 전생 카레레 지나 니제도 히랍크사 타마게와 연지 전생 제레 저도 니제도 히랍크산도도 tani chu kondo kon hien kan yin na nyen kan yin na zhen kan yin na tam bu chu te nyang la shi de samba zon bo hyong chu ko sente yo go go le ta samba zon bo hyong chu tu shi de samba hios ta what I said nonsense things in Tibet, okay, sorry. I just to say that please to generate bodhicitta and whatever we to do connect to the genuine Dhamma, okay? I just to like a little bit to say, when you say the Dharma, if you type the Dharma in the Google, Mr. Google, so many different Dharma. Some person's name is Dharma. Dharma, all the Dharma is not the teaching of the Buddha. And therefore in Tibet, Chu and Tamba Chu, there's Chu. Chu means more religious. And also you can to say Dharma. And also it's like Tamba Chu means authentic Dharma, genuine teaching. And you should to add it like this. And this is very important to make distinctions. If you say it's like, I'm follow the spirituality, then which kind of spirituality? Buddhist or Muslim or the Christianity or Hindu? There are many different. And also like when we say it's like many also Tibet languages, I'm like uncompleted, choose uncompleted, like kind of religious. Religious is normally is some religious may be good, some religious I don't know. I just sometimes religious like books, they are augmentation or describe about the truth of the Reuven. Reuven is birds, the black birds. Reuven, sometimes they say Reuven has teeth. Someone says no teeth. Then they discover lot, and they wrote it 5 or 6 books. And then you can to learn this again, it's useless, meaningless, nothing there. But this sort of also religious, we have some intelligent human beings, they create very easily. Like therefore, just a kind of Dharma or the religious, maybe not. We here is very important things. Is like I'm practicing genuine Dharma or the authentic, maybe authentic Dharma. And if you can to say why you say the authentic, you choose to say it's very funny because you have partiality. You fall in love Buddhism, and then you can to say the like genuine, the authentic. No. I understand. there's two things. It's very, very important things. What is important? First, compassion. And you can say, it doesn't matter. Compassion is any kind of religious is talking about compassion. If some religious don't talking about compassion, this religious is empty. This religious is nonsense. Almost it is many like losing the 100%. Nobody's follow. Everybody talking about compassion, but Buddha's compassion is the really genuine. According to the authentic Dharma's compassion is completely different. This compassion is not different between Buddha and sentient beings, no different enemy and the families, no different human beings and the like creatures, animals, and equally, and also you generate bodhicitta equally, giving all the thinking about the sentient beings, like a kind of the sameness of the sentient beings. Holiness often to say that we are the sameness of all the human beings or the sentient beings. And physically, mentally, verbally, it's like all the almost the sentient beings are like same way of the thinking. They're different, intelligent or not intelligent. Everybody is concerning happy, concerning sorrow, to try avoid, to collect happiness. That's the same. And it doesn't matter you have 2 legs or 4 legs or 6 legs or 100 legs. It doesn't matter any kind of transmigrators or transmigration, wherever live in this space. Everybody is same. You need to think, that is like extraordinary compassion. And this is like really extraordinary. It's like kind of magnificent is compassion. Therefore, one is the spirituality. Therefore, I would to say it's like genuine or the authentic Dharma. And second, which kind of spirituality for the Buddha's teachings? The wisdom. And why you can to say like this? Because Buddha, he discovered inner like kind of the we can to say so. Of course, this is just Buddhist terminology, but primordial wisdoms. This to understand the true kind of the nature. One is the nature of the relative. One is the nature of the realities. That is very important. In the relatively, you kind of quoting the inevitable of the causalities or the infallibility of the cause and effect in the relative truth. For example, we can to say fire is like a heat. It can to burn. This in the relative nature of the fire is like heat. It's very dangerous. Water is like kind of humidity. Earth is like kind of the thick and hard. And so in the relatively something there are interdependencies. These things is like very much nature. For example, you can to say, the fire is not fire. Fire is something else. I can to put my fingers in. Buddha says, nature or in the relatively nature of the fire can burn. Take care. Do not put your finger. It is truth. And exactly where like this in the relatively Buddha he say, if you do this and that, the result in this, that. If you do the negative things, result 100% suffering. If you do the positive, 100% is a result, the happiness. This is the nature of in the relative, inevitable. This one. Second is the most superiority of the nature reality he discovered inner our this like kind of the nature of the mind, nature of the phenomena. This one is wonderful. And he is not much belief externally God or externally deities, any kind of. When he is grow up he become like enlightened. Someone, Hindu says, he is godless. he's like kind of atheist, Buddha. And also it's like once, it's a Kashapani. He was like great Hindu masters. When first time he see the Buddhas, he hesitated. And one day, and like kind of, they met near the beside the bank of the Ruvanjanas. And then they are talking, and the Kashapani say, "Oh, you is a kind of the godless. You don't believe." And then Buddha says, "You remember, I'm not believed, but yes, I'm not much believed. But can I talk to you?" Then he say yes. And then the Kashapani is near the river, and he say, "If I'm sit here and I want to cross this river, and I have to choose to put faith, devotion to the God, say, can you put me on the other shore, other side?" And Kashapani said, "No, this is impossible." And then where's God? And maybe you need to take a boat, or you need to cross yourself to swimming. Said, that my meaning, Kashapani. If you don't put effort yourself, God never help. I have big problems. You put effort, then you can to be liberated. That, and also, therefore, I said, I discovered in my true nature. Then they argue, and Warsaw Depots was, wow, and something. Then he follow his best, like kind of the student. And also like this, and therefore, he discovered the ultimate true nature of the realities. That is the really extraordinary. Who taught in this our world? Only Buddha. Nobody's any kind of spiritualities. They all the time is concerning externally creator. Someone's created earth, space, human beings, food, this sort of. Maybe they can to bring to me. Now these days, everybody put hope to the science. Maybe it's like they came to us after the death or something. Maybe it's suffering. I mean, but it's a Buddha, he is like kind of discovered to nature and this. And therefore, for example, when we say the Buddhist is the science of the mind, the Buddhist is the science of the true nature. We also true nature realities to find the ultimate reality. Therefore, in the wisdom aspect, also Buddha's teachings extraordinary. Therefore, I am just to say the authentic, genuine. You need to reply, and particularly, it's like kind of modern and educated person. It's absolutely this is a truth, reality. And any kind of sentient beings, do you need happiness or sorrow? They never, ever, ever, forever to say, I need sorrow. Never. Any kind of person says, oh, I need, of course, happiness. And in this case, it's like you think you need, but others think. Then it's equally to concern extraordinary compassion, to understand the nature of the reality. Yesterday, I'm just to say, nature of the water, we can do logically, like kind of the, reasonably. Yesterday, we talked about this Tibetan guys is working in the toilet waters. And the nature of the water, it is go to in the mineral water or in the toilet water, it's never ever damaged. This is the ultimate nature reality. If this clean it, the nature of water is water. And clean the dirty times never made dirty, just in the temporary like this. And therefore, when you are the nature of the perspective, dirty water, clean water, exactly the same. But in the relatively, they are a little bit different. And you can say, mineral water I can to drink, dirty, smelling. But it's the really nature, exactly like this. This is the example. But still nobody's talking about. Maybe this, if you say it's like how you can do this to reaction. Oh, some chemical things we can do clean, we can drink. Oh, now, but they never thinking about nature. They exactly same our mind is. When there is the temporarily disturbing emotions, and then looks like polluted and this kind of. I mean, it's like, now it's too much. And this sort of like true spiritualities, then you need to say, I'm practicing genuine, authentic Dharma. And when you up the study or to whatever you do connect to the genuine Dharma, please don't forget kindness, compassion. And to generate compassion, and then we are studying this one, this KUSALI'S accumulation. Yesterday, where we stopped? The Katsong Kiri Mipala combo you make cola, kitchen Mipala combo you. That there is going to hit Sardu. Kirijudo, Jud Sage, Donzang Kazawa, you hit Taffin choked to your men, kick the candy redzina. Tani Machi Truma, normal second, da Machi love the drama second, Machi the Truma he. Tani Donzang Kazawa Jose. That Kirijudo, Gunzo Samla Hiena, Machi Truma say change Tandaji, young Tapametic Lam Yans alone is son J. Tatulu Kunruk Jerido Sanchan could dun the la Trum Lachila Kondo Nopo Chanchi. Dorium True Chaye, Tokshan the Kangos. Here he cuts on Matsu Africa and sang this Mahiak Nala Africa, Jimmy Tonte, Dayan Sankos. Then Kondo Nopo reasons, wood to woods their barsons, some Jim Mashapa Tone, young Trunduzi. Sanchin Soma Ganduzi, Ngunduzi, Topa Hinduzi, Tandrak Samjum Mashaka, the Jodo Danzaka, Dan Kandro Masegana, Beneti Konduk Trush. Then it like Mixar Candidates and Laha Yohu Nondanal Trushes on, in Eponol, Yohu Nondanal Topa is on, Topanol Top on Yom Change, Tandazo, Tani Mungo Combo, Konlanka, Tot the Timayom, Tot the Jeres the Tot Zipok. Mopotosoka, Shantazutrayum. Then is it, then it is the Rupi Jancha Sorgos Chanchi, Yar Yin, the Drodom, the Tandazos Jita, Yuli, Tandaji, terror. Then it tender with the gum Jatni, Tela Samo Yuni, the Ton Solo Yuni, Tom Salan Dungeon Nankala Sanoto, Hugo Zula Sanot, Sansala Royon, Tandi Yan, Nayon Tanda Yan Samni, Sanlo Tandis the Tongo, Yuli. Then is the Samla Don de Tanala, that is the in shooting Kandroma, Chuku long on a pen a Chuku long Turk sunset. Chuku caption that Yankachido, Chuni Kondozomo no yanda. Kondozomo and the country is Shira Tombani, Zooks no Yonzugo. Tender redollar. Then it is to the Chu long capsina, the Machi Truman almost. Then it took caption that in the Chagin that in Machi the Chijungo, Ladrun's and that. Then in the Piche Partachigi Machi Labi Druma Namjan that in Kondo Carbo change into a. Then in Natsuchi launch and Hinticulus on the Sondachina, Kanduation so Gelton, Reva Tom Yoler at the Zode, Kondo Marwo chant, Tandachiko Dule, Tandramade, Tandizode, Tandramagon, and that then Dick Ups a Kondo Novochi Gamia. Tombo Tandizo. Wrong Cheris to the Tombo mi pato to sol Cambo Yona, Lamson Cheris to the Dungeon Gum, Teta Cambo and the Mena, Tombo sank nola, some loton, sank nola, some loton, Toma Hepala, Katsong Disney, Plado Latjenda, in a Tombo Yanchi Manchi, Tonkachi do Condachi la Tayos over it. Some la gum as you la gum to soka. There is the remote theory. Remote, Guanju Sondo, Nazak Sondo Kanding, Rupu Jancha Kanding, Pena Hivanda Chinala, Hiv Janchi, Jason Sager, Jason the Candiring, Riri Canitra, Son Loton, Son Lotiton, Gana Meshi de Mangle, Machak Namjan Dachina, Sultan, the Najans, Gurjans is another. Oh, yeah, Lord Somon, the Sochi, Namja Ronko, Kan Ronko, Yola, I shoot Nalon to Kana, use the Lanson, shut the Uncle Hako. Tondanda ngachag pe na chi the chuva dormo ngla chomanda chi songlo tonglo ma chalomi sharchali ti no yendanda chi la la hyobo genchi chosan se jo toso no kande khoto la che khome toso la songlo chi tani jere che di tarji chi go nga rumbo chen gen jet se chen chole to choma chamsa songlo to tani jere to chubok chi nda chen chi go to nomjen de zo te na tāna hlātā sōla, jī kūmē lā tōkshāng, tā mātsa jiri jidō tsāṃ tsāṃ lān dhari sēchō rā gu, dī ngī pōkē xē nā gu lū chū dā lā yō na sēn shō rō gu nām tō lā rōng sēchō rā, mōngā rī kāxī dhari zō gu ndwā, jī nyāng kā zō rā jī jī kārī sēk rā gu sāṃ lō jī lā xiāng chī kā jī lā tōng nī, dē tī dō rā, dhari zō dī tā nā lā dhani ngā chā lā xiāng chūk rā dō jī rā gu jī sēchō wā, nawa mati kabut taab chun, se yalla manza khardo taab chun, nawa mi nu kabut song chik nona, chit chisi lu na tsaba nini yungu mara, song ji chon den do pe yung na go, chu song den na go mara, tenda wanda re de na mombo xie den na nasho tsaji re wa. Tari mato jis tombo hlata so chi gam jan na go, di trobu hlata so yin na go, chi kare re se na, chi rupa ka jan tuk sor zo, rupa jan kananga, lodo kanding, hyodo kanding, rupa ka jancha taso kandik tani chi mungo kombo taso kandiring tani tok hyanta do tanda yol tandi kandik ga taso tani truo riri la rong so la hyolok no la zonji riri tachiri jido nzepa tilni zuzi nanda tere pe na machi truma ka hyolok no trozo tritayo mandra banda chi tsimo nguk sonzi nanda mi hyak chanda re song jol taso ondi no la topa no chozon te jen sango wo taso tani zoni te rumo taya toya zo. Tani jiri jido ti nguru rumbo chen gauna, ti nongyang re dorjen chong gauna, tani re jesan druma gauna, tani zo taya mek taya zo ndiyan zo sad. Tani yak gam ja zo. Tani yak gam ja sad, tani minghan su yung na, tani jiri se gara gum, tsam lang in tanda se zo. Tachi tohyu nanda tanda nyamla zu na ji nongwa yase nanda tanda tani chunyu ngonsu ko nongwa se ju toso nda jina mik go ni pil panang kong shar go yo le ra teso do rupa zo le tani zo tombo sank no la yen da chiherum se chole la gam tana yolsan jet hin se yolsan jet hin chet hin son nanda ji tombo umbu yor set tani yet set tani jiri jido unsa panang kong sharam jindanda do kecha xewe chosa mong samsang danda samsang tanda yongjuli re sonduk jiri jido samsang tombo mi umbu gol tayo zo tani yet zmoya zo tani panang chila mik non su tseo mik non yondu panang kana te dena go lag nanjur sejita nyinga shar yona lakari gong yong te sharong ma to jiz nam jen ji ga ma gandu ma da tsokwa ndam na so shar te mem re tani ze tanda ju na pen to le mi pa la ha chong pen to go ta mi pa la kambo yona tande chi kambo mina tanda chi se I'm just talking about here the visualization. Most of you is anyway know very well, and also it's like I say this, maybe I may repeat again and again, you don't need it. And also sometimes you are in here, in the body is in the teaching place. Maybe you are very kindly attended, but your mind is not here. And then I'm just talking blah, 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 blah. It's just making, make ache your ear. It's just useless. You are just sitting there, watching probably me, but your mind may be something else. And then it's in the, the sixth mistake or the beginning the word of my perfect teacher. 4, I don't know, but if you do not listen to presentations, it's like presented this person's speaker's sound, and then it's like same as some contain upside down, and you put the full as any kind of like liquid never go inside. And like this kind of thought, why I need to repeat again, it's useless. But anyway, maybe someone's to listen, and therefore I'm to say. And when you want to visualize, yesterday we talking like first time really to look into your front of the eye faculties, to look at again, and also to the count. For instance, like the peaceful deities clothes, there's 12. We have, yes, 12. Do you know? What are they? Can you tell me? This kind of not. You can to make two groups. Which group? Make two groups. Very good. The cloth element, how much? 6. Okay, 5, correct. And jewel? 8, yes? Okay, thanks. Very good to remember these things. For example, some yogis really they visualize, it doesn't come. Then they are like drawing and checking. For instance, right now, we often used your ear and necklace and these things you every day using, talking like this, and also your t-shirt, skirt, trousers, these things. When you say something, you have immediately inside your, like, vividly. Exactly like this. Also, when you are really to visualize, and these deities clothe everything. Maybe it's now Machi Ladun, like Bhavaja Yoga truth, this true mother. When you're, yes, it's like kind of the black lady, and very, not like kind of human skin. It's maybe very special, like a kind of the shine and really charming, attractive, and like kind of billions like radiated, this sort of. And she is holding on the right hand knife, and also knife is very special. And left hand there is the skull cup full of the blood, and also is the wrathful like cloth, like a kind of the old necklace. Everything is made by bone, and also it's like there is one mala is like the dye and how do you say, fresh human head is mala, and sometimes it's like a snake. And also she on the skirt is like made like the skin of the tiger, like human skins. This sort of, this is like more wrathful, and this is like kind of necessarily. And if you everything's like really to know so very well, and then it's like you need to think in your mind. Like this, you thinking, and then suddenly it's like when you say the truth, mother, immediately vivid is coming. Then maybe slowly it's coming through your eyes. When you open your eyes, everywhere is like the truth, mother is arise. That is you necessary. And also it can to help, like the 4 experience visions and direct appearances of the true natural realities. When you a special practice, it can to help you very much. And that says Majitumano. And this is just we talked yesterday. And then today is Tomu Chagi kidnapped the election. Then Page Jupiter Amalan, Yeshua Tombo Pagani, Jonchi, Tumbo Mala Rongo Lutenia, Rorican, Lincoln, Yell, Sitana, Catson. Mata uji yosa tana lai roaring ni Lincoln yes. That pen the lecture to nom jinsen mumbo jule. The hit tap you pass it, the hit tap you get in mundupa, malupa, pen a sank to in a new moon, but that job on some soup bomb lolo is what the chon danasus do you. Dressage the toro meet Sammy, the much in joke jazz and the Tandazogo do. Pay paddle trying to yam the don't pesha down the tea. There is a pow tea Kejon Segana. Dra the nature is such in a jig 동력 드라세거나 초래에 시럽 침부 드라세나요 초그레 니다테 제레도 탑시 인스메 드라제나요 초고레 던다치 조용도 니캅슬라 페다치 다용도 도날 오말람죠 나차고 루푸고 논다나라 짜 오마세지 짜 아마 좀마 로마세지 챙지 짜산요레 디 짜산 그놈의 짜제마테 짜 오마세지 짜 오마세지 때 남정 그 짠다지 인레 말에 제레도 남정 어째 샤도 촉 그소소는 던다지 짜 오마테 땡땡 짜바닌 요레 말에 코치레도 인jan선 농견단다 진레 감자용도 롱슈크 제용 챙지 간단다 던다 맞잖는가 용주 요레 말에 마토 용 카시 그치레도 갈노 세줄 지후 던다 마도 갈노도 티 가바니 그 파르근 손니밀라 짜지 롱슈 졸레 디논 요레 제즈네 던다 페나 세솔레 던디치 연지 챙지렘 짜 오마 세지테 오마 쪼마 롤마 세지테 딘소 뉴뉴케 몬보 요레 농비 요레테 옛나요 콩루찌레도 감라 때네 페나 인jan선다 친카 치고도 추도 지 조군이 롱반다 코 제요나 인자 샤롱지 챙지레와 젠 간담만나서 자티 샤롱도 자티 제레도 촐리 형즈레 세가난다 롱팔 형즈는도 샤롱 디노연난다 농5 감제 온도타날 테니 자 아마테 롱슈쿠 제 온제 인jan선 샤르즈나 디 아마랑제니 촌바 바가세타나타 촌바 디 휴부츠라 가차기나 남전다치나 디 지지고 레처른다나라 짠철스 지요탈레 디 바가니얼타 촌바 그 바가세 진센 몸보지 촌바 바가세 또 고지 그 진센 껴리 간데 연나세 가차기 총분다 센들레 남전 카케라 드마토 달라 지르드 미서 그 총우세 또 고지 디 진센 찐산 고세 던다 몸보시 손들레테 다 공타르 연총 디 바간데 지르지도 갈 쳔보는다 야 타르바 군로스 고난다 테레도레 마차기 폴롱단다 탄다 용도 탄다 고고 까니 고치시 테치르 타르 콘통로스 고 연송 쳔제 남젠디 고티 시트나 몬단다 헬렌단다 탄다 레온도 탄다 골 방고죠 세그죠 골 방고제 그지르도 남시테 총부 바가 그노니아 소나 지 타르바 토지 싱캄로지 지 토리그닐 히지 팬토그레송 저는 참상나 남시대 제레주도 오라 콤발 마라마토 미 오고닌 돌렌단다 던디제 소나 대참지지 로마부도 눈치존로게세 나초지 던디 쯤에 담비에는 상도 제레주도 롱고 춘농고 마시나고 지 힐렌단리 아이 다레스망 상상은 고라 로니 다 방고제 방고제 저도 로제 짠텐진다 던디즈나 용제레주도 남시대 야안다나 때 온도 던이 총부 바가니 온돌레데스 단 데캅스 인다지나 롱진티지 감자데 테노니 페샤지 자운도 총부 바가다 샤세 고히 대지훈이 남단 통선다지 정지 탄세다 샤세 유나 초고노니알 어스응자 추니께 냐니께 권도 뜻천노니야 파선다 샤세 파용도 좀 되니 마치 트마용 통노가 나모제르도 나포지르 치석 초송 단다지 감용 나타냐 산 나저히드 롱고 롤런데 따타나 테 남제 진다자간다 촉세 링크 젤스 록송 단다지 라가 대용 다티 루타브 마얀바 체와 초와 넘바 동선지 자션 안냠바지 감글레서 다티 농경 그론 단다지나 트마 트론도 만난다 진짜고 공송선단다 멋정와 천상 3년 그요르마 디 로테곤 나르도 만자바 치와 초와 넘바 피 침보 동성 그 동침보스 동성 그 동침보스다 다 리바지라세 동성 그 동텔상로 동고도 응고 게르지 단다치세서 동선 세지데 리자루 랍직텔라 리자루 랍텔라 제르도 란단디도 린여 린텐 여 게탐바던데 나저 론잠블 링크 사제테 플로 효라스 린텐 총총직 제반다 요마레 단다직 리자루 란다 녀다 가선 좀마 찌 뜨지가 찌라 닉텐 찌세고 띵직텐 찌테 찌 니선 여나 투단 찌선 동초 찌라 동동보세고 또 동동분직텐 세고 바티 동초 대용 찌 니선 여세 찌주선나 동초 찌라 동임파근 직텐 세고 다티 똥 용티 몽보 마테 용티 니티네 Don't try to don't song don't chimbo, said Sonji Shochat of Dershing, Yinkam Tandak Chimbo children. Don't song the conduzi chance, that don't song says Louis Yell must show much a mutter much or that and that tender, you lily panacola. Could tell a don't song Tandraji conduzi, Jashan to Nyamduzi, Tandraji gum your ass. Tanachir to the new lupo to sus la Jikten comes Tundru Yud Jomat. Mulo Tonshur Mombol Tachak Sudinago Sad Zokros among Sansan Tandrach. Tati Lupotin Chodil Turgusul, Lutin Chodil term, Tachorum Nanonson, Machi Trumaritz, Hanla Zodu, Tipunan Chodzitor, the Teo Dzogchen Nanon Jimbat Tandrachi Jashan Yambatila, Gamgo. I read this, the Tibetan, okay? As you pronounce the syllable, pit said. Syllable pet is like kind of the pa is kind of the skillful methods, and also it's like a collective letter. Collect what? To collect all the dirties and principally disturbing emotions, and to collect it. And the end there is one letter is a tra. This is like kind of the really knife, or really is the nuclear bomb. And itself is like kind of the destroyer, it is the tra. And one is like a letter pa, collect all the negative and obscurations, disturbing emotions. To collect one make the bull, and then it's a tra and can destroy everything, like kind of the nothing there is, like a kind of the sucker, eater, destroyer. And then it's like a together you make the put is the sound of the dharmata. And because this is like kind of the sound of the nature expanse. And then is afterwards it's like the rough mother flies up through your central channel. Here is you translated central channel. Sometimes they like kind of they used the like the channel of the Brahma. Like it's like in Tibet it's a Tsongbuk, and the Tsongbuk sometimes is here is the ancient philosophical perspective. Why you call the Brahma? Why you call to like this? And but anyway, very good central channel. It's in Tibet. It's a central channel. Like when we are talking about the three channels, and like central channels, red, others there's true channel. Three channel is like to have in the middle of our bodies, and this central channel is very, very important. It's ultimate channel. But this channel is normally we haven't got, okay? But sometimes it's like a kind of introducing some teachings. Is the in the backbone there is the marrow. This marrow is very, very dangerous. If you meditate, that is the central channel. If you sending air inside, then you can do mad. It's very dangerous. It's like when you practice like a kundalinis, and when you practice like in a bindu, and like a kind of the practice the balon or something, very, very dangerous taking care of them. And this central channel is like a rainbow. Rainbow, for example, in the space, heat, like a spread, like how does water, and some like a mister. It's I don't know how to call it. This sort of is coming together, and rainbows coming, some condition. Exactly like that, during the meditation times, the central channels can appear in our body. Therefore, from the central channel, at the exact instant that she shot up out of the like kind of the aperture of the Brahma, on the top of your head, there is like a Brahma on the top of your head. This is like before I'm saying not central channel, this one, okay, Brahma on the top of this means it's like here in the hole. I don't know, this is like in English, how do you call it, this hole? Spontaneous. Which one is? No, crown chakra is like in Hindus and not in English. Ah, yeah. That's it. You know, we have here is the round. It's a air. It's like when we are making poa, we need to open this, and this is very spacious. As I said, yes. Okay. And in Tibet, many lamas also teaching. One is like people is dying, you should touch here. Sometimes you do like this, you know, before you die, to hitting like this, and or maybe pulling the hair. Very important things. The consciousness go out. Very best way go through this door. If sometimes you touch like when this person's dying, you touch like a feet or to under, not very good. Consciousness go through the under doors, and if you the consciousness go upper door, and maybe can help, maybe this person can appear, maybe like kind of like superiors, like a higher realms of like a human god, or maybe it's like liberation. And therefore this Brahma on the top of your head, this channel, and through this, okay, your body becomes the corpse and collapsed in heaps, and your consciousness is like very certainly through your central channels coming out. You are not normal person. One lady, black, bright, so charming, and wearing is automatically like kind of the wrath of a cloth, and human heads, mallet, and snakes necklace, and also bone made the snake necklace, and wearing like skate is made by the tiger and human skins, and holding knife, and also cut the skull cup full of the blood, and then it's like in the space, look the your body, it like kind of the like fell down, collapsed, like kind of, and then it's here do not think about your body as having its normal appearances. Instead, normal appearance means like you cannot to think about your yourself is like kind of the truth mother. Then you look, my body is like smelling full of the shit, pus, and this kind of not like skin. Now it's like your body is fell down, collapsed, but very much big, fat. Like here it says, body is not normal appearance. Instead, see it is the fat, greasy, very kind of the, like, how do you say, it's like oily and huge and big as the entire cosmos of the billion words. Yeah, entirely. There is the huge and big as the entire cosmos of the billions word, with a single bullet of the no, and maybe I don't know. So what numbers? It's a fat, greasy, and huge, big entire cosmos of the billions. There is something missing, yes? Huh?
Tosum, they translate billion words. In French, they use the really tosum.
Yeah, billion word is not really, no? Thousand is you cannot to count. How you can to put the count billion?
Thousand by thousand by thousand, maybe it's a billion. I don't know.
No, it's wrong.
Engineers there.
What do you think? Matthew?
Why is it wrong?
How you can to count first cycle of the 1000? You can use a triple word. Entire cosmos of the triple word, maybe it's good. Billion is no. Cannot to say, because it's like maybe it's like one is like kind of this 1000 word. Probably there is 1000 billions. How you can to say it? Billion, which kind of billion? Word billion or?
When you say Thompson, it's 3 times, like 1 million, 1,000, 1,000 and 1,000, then it becomes 1 billion.
The word is like one word.
Word is like
one cosmology. No. When you are counting, for example, one cosmology, Mountain Moreau, 4 continent, 4 subcontinent, 8 continent, and then it's like moon and the sun. All these are one word. Then you count like this one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 is first trippy, first 1,000. And then you discount 1,000, second 1,000. Then this double is you counted 1,000, then third one.
1,000 times 1,000, 1 times 1 billion.
No. No. Ah. Real. Me the billion says pena tongshirchi this camareva. Relela. Tongshirchi? Jikten tongshirchi segleme. Re. Tachingi chel travachio. Tongsen tombo de la jikten segayo, tombo jikten segarico. Re, tan jikten se chadit no word tan jikten la kogo. Ta nga pon son sa ko ya. Ta kama ngala I lost. Nga pon son ta. Oh ya, kama chula mes orila. Okay, billion. I lost. Argumentation. I thought I'm quite a good philosopher, but coffee. Loma shamba korum junju manda jom de kodo. Lama oze kon puna yundu. Tongsan tongchen ba tiru ma gelu. Gozon chen de na tatson non jinji kan ga lang.